So now I have baby Nasser. Today is the second trial for shooting him, and today I want to demonstrate my LED window. I love it so much, and I want to show you how I can photograph newborns, because I have received some questions. Does it work for newborn? And I want to show you. And when mother brought him, I realized he is wearing raccoons, and I am in crush in raccoons. So I want to photograph this cute little raccoon. Okay. So if you remember from previous episode that I am using the Arti Brazil stand with a hole in the middle. So this hole will help me to pose the baby. So I will not need to have a lot of posing pins under the baby. I just want to make sure that I can see his beautiful face. So in order to light this scene correctly, I need to tilt my bean bag like this, so I don't have a spill light from under the baby's nose. And I will lower the back of my bean bag a little bit, because I want to have a flat background under the baby. I might take a safe shot. He was so annoyed last session, and I will take safe shot now. I will wear my wrist strap and take my camera on 24mm focal length, and I will take several shots of him. His face is in the dark side, so these safe shots are only for safe shots. I need to fix his face now. I want him to look at me, so more light is coming to his beautiful face. Okay, I will fix his rumbar so I can take good shot of the beautiful raccoons. So my settings for shooting with the LED window now, I have my shutter speed on 1/160. My aperture is 2.8, and my ISO is 400. And I will zoom to take a photo of his face. He's covering his face with his hands. What a beautiful yawn. Okay, so this might be the end of the raccoons era, and I will just take a look at my photos, make sure I have beautiful ones. So now I will take his cute rumbar out and wrap him quickly, because I know he's a fuzzy guy from our last session. And when I say that rescheduling a session is not usually an option for me, but this guy made us suffer last session, and his mom said his nature didn't change. He's still a fuzzy baby that doesn't like to be changed, so I want to do everything quickly. He is about 1 month old now. Yeah. So he is aware of what he wants, right? He knows what he wants. He wants whatever he wants. Mashallah. Mashallah. So I will wrap him quickly before he's mad at me. Now you can see the wrapping technique that I do for fuzzy babies, and it's called the potato wrap, and it's content of 3 layers. Now I'm doing the first layer, and not all the techniques you can learn them by watching. You have to have full demonstration of how every step is going. So if you want to have full access to all the secrets of the wrapping techniques, I do teach them in paid programs. You can see them in the description box below. And this episode is recorded specially for YouTube purpose, and it's not meant to be an educational episode. So in educational episodes, I always have a videographer who is holding the camera and make sure that you can see everything clearly and getting closer to show you the special details. So now this is the second layer, and the baby was crying, so we give him the pacifier, and I will continue doing the second layer, and then the baby needed a break to have a feed, so I passed the baby to the mommy. She gave him a feed, and I took time to prepare the other setups. So here I took the time to prepare the other setups while the baby was feeding. So we will do a basket further in this episode, and here I'm choosing the wraps for the basket setup. And also I decided to add some florals that are suitable for boys, because we have a boy today. And the way I arrange the florals around the setup is in asymmetrical way, so they will not be identical on the right and on the left. Furthermore, in this episode, when we will reach this part, you will have clear vision of how it looks like in the final look. And I'm preparing the other setup, which will be the bucket, but I had it on the side now because I will start with the basket. So now I'm preparing and stuffing my bucket. There is a part that I had put a weight for safety inside the bucket. You have always to add weight inside the bucket. Baby just fell asleep. I want to adjust the wrap a little bit. So while the baby was feeding, the second layer was moved from its place, so I had to readjust the second layer before adding the final third layer. And now I will add the third layer, which is the color layer that the baby will be photographed in the setup, in this potato. So the handsome boy gave up for my wrapping, but did not give up from being waking up. So I will take my camera and put my wrist strap, and he didn't allow me to put his hands out, but I will take some cute awake shots of him. Now the baby took another feeding break, and I took advantage of this time to change the position of my light setup to move it to the backdrop part. So me and the mother, we are team working to put the baby to sleep, and now I will put him in this basket. I had prepared the basket with all my posing beans down below, and it's ready to accept the baby, but I want to put the teddy bear bonnet first, and when I lower him down I will tie the tassels of the bonnet. Okay. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل يا أيها الكافرون لا أعبد ما تعبدون ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد ولا أنا عابد ما عبدتم ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد لكم دينكم ولي دين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إذا زلزلت الأرض زلزالها وأخرجت الأرض أثقالها وقال الإنسان ما لها يومئذ تحدث أخبارها بأن ربك أوحى لها يوم يصدر الناس أشتاتا ليروا أعمالهم فمن يعمل مثقال ذرة خيرا يره ومن يعمل مثقال ذرة شرا يره. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إنا أعطيناك الكوثر فصل لربك وانحر إن شانئك هو الأبتر. صدق الله العظيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إذا زلزلت الأرض زلزالها وأخرجت الأرض أثقالها وقال الإنسان ما لها يومئذ تحدث أخبارها بأن ربك أوحى لها يوم يصدر الناس أشتاتا ليروا أعمالهم فمن يعمل مثقال ذرة خيرا يره ومن يعمل مثقال ذرة شرا يره. عافية. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، الرحمن الرحيم، مالك يوم الدين، إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين، اهدنا الصراط المستقيم، صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد، الله الصمد، لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل أعوذ برب الناس، ملك الناس، إله الناس، من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إنا أعطيناك الكوثر فصل لربك وانحر، إن شانئك هو الأبتر. صدق الله العظيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد، الله الصمد، لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. Now I will fix the second layer, since I just removed the third layer from the first setup, and I will add another third layer with another color for the bucket setup. So now I finished wrapping my baby in the third layer in navy color for the bucket pose, and I inserted him inside the bucket. But please, if you don't know the exact technique of doing the potato wrap and supporting the baby's head with the wrap, please don't do this pose until you learn all the secret techniques of the potato wrap, because it will be unsafe to stand the baby while its head is not supported by the wrap in the correct technique. And I am using the 35 millimeter on my camera now, so I am super close to the baby and I can reach him. And this is the final look. Now I had carried my baby in my arm, never leave the baby, and go to adjust the light for the third setup or the second setup. Either have your baby with you or pass the baby to the mommy to take care of him while you are moving the light, if you can do with both hands. So now I will do the third setup, which the baby will wear a suit shirt and pants. Ideally, I will unwrap the baby totally and then put him inside a suit. But because this baby is fuzzy, what I will do that I will unwrap the upper half of his body first, and I will put the shirt on and button the front buttons of the shirt, and then when I finish and his upper half of body is warm, then I will unwrap the lower half of his body and put the pants on. So at this point, I'd find that the teddy bear and the and the rabbits are a little bit big for the baby. And if the baby was calm and sleeping, I will be able to adjust his hands to make them go around the bunny and the teddy bear to make the illusion that he is holding and hugging this bear and the bunny. But because he wakes up, I couldn't control his arms because he wants to move. So I took the advantage of this beautiful moment and took awake shots of him because he's so cute. So now I'm photographing the baby while he is awake, and I want to show you the difference between the Sony A7 Mark IV with the wrist strap. So for the Sony A7 Mark IV, I will have my wrist strap around my hand, and I can open my 360-degree screen and put the focal length of 35mm, bless you, and take the photo of the baby. But the difference with my Nikon, the D850, I will put them both on the same settings. Yes, ISO 400. The first option, I will wear the camera strap, and then I will put my focal length on 35mm, and I will open my articulating screen, and I will push myself like this to take the photo. The automatic focus will take a time. It's not as fast as the Sony, and I can also wrap the neck strap around my hand, but it's so heavy. It's so heavy to hold it only by your hand. And I will also focus by the shutter button. The other way to focus is to touch the baby face and release my finger, and it will focus on his face. But I highly prefer the Sony. Only this 1 minute hurts my back with the Nikon D850. I would love to try the Nikon mirrorless, but as I told you, these are my own cameras. So if Nikon would like to sponsor my next video, I will be more than happy to try the Nikon Z series.